Good morning from Cape Town. So this is Marie reporting, in the thick of it, out there on the field, in the field, on the field. Energy update again. I know I did one the other day, but man, I woke up this morning and I was like, I gotta do another one because there's just too much going on. And I'm like, I don't know how you're feeling, but let me tell you, there's chaos. There's a lot going on this side energetically. So I'm going to dive right in because I do have a lot to share because the Schumann resonance, the Schumann resonance has actually exploded. So those of you that don't know what that is, it's basically the Earth's energies. I suppose you could call the scientists of the world kind of follow this kind of frequency and what Guy is doing basically. And and it's all connected to the solar flares. That's how they pick up the solar flares coming into the planet. And it's kind of like energy. It's like an energy graph that you see, and you can see whether it spikes, drops, whatever. Well, I don't know about you, but all of this week I have been going through a very, very deep purge. Some days feeling quite good, some days not so much. Physical symptoms, you'll feel it in your solar plexus, kind of like a little bit in your heart, but mostly solar plexus, a lot of anxiety. Oh my God, a lot of anxiety. So the reason being is this Schumann resonance has absolutely kind of gone haywire. It apparently just basically collapsed and just went into stillness and then spiked huge energies, and that's why we've been all over the place. Now, apparently these frequencies were only felt at this level. Last time we had something like this was in 2020, but this is what's happening right now. It's like these explosions in energy are happening in and around new moons, because we've just been through the new moon, right? Coming into the solstice on Wednesday. So the synchronicity of what is going on out there, with the frequencies, and what is going on with the planetary systems and everything like that. Let me tell you, this is kind of like a video of hope. If you are in the thick of it and you're kind of having those days where you're like, oh my God, let me tell you, things are happening. We are not on our own, and we are so deeply and divinely supported because of this stuff, and this is very what I call kind of a physical manifestation proof of what's going on energetically, right? So we are not on our own, even though it appears like that and the world has gone crazy. Trust me, South Africa has gone seriously up. They're doing all new world order bullshit. And it's like the world over is kind of ramped up with that energy, which is why the Schumann resonance has spiked and gone boom, because it's activated us in our frequencies and kind of propelled us onto the next level in light. Okay. And then obviously lined with the new moon and that. So we got God on our sides, yo. Do you know what I mean? It's it's like you can't get a bigger backer than that. Do you know what I mean? Light will always prevail. So when you're in the thick of it, because on a human aspect, it messes with your mind, man. It messes with your physical symptoms. You know what I mean? Like your physical stuff. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I woke up this morning at 5:00 this morning. There was just so much chaos energy around here in Cape Town. We're under floods. And it's just been such extreme windstorms, rainstorms, and it's been constant for days. So even the energy around is just oh my God, it's like battering your energy and just making you feel kind of oh, I'm over this now. I mean, I've just said this now and there's a peak of blue sky that's just appeared. So maybe we're on the cusp and we're moving through it. But there is a lot going on in and around us. So no other time before, you've got to ground. Basically, as we move into this really, really hectic space, right? What do we need to do? We just got to make sure that we're firmly rooted into the earth, right? I am going to say to you is there's nothing right now that you're going to be able to do that is going to actually make you feel better, because that's where the resistance comes in, because you go oh man, I feel so shit. Let me go meditate. Let me do this. And you come out of it and you feel marginally better, but then you're still in it. And then that creates a little bit of resistance in the resistance, if you know what I mean. The best advice that I can share with you that I'm doing with myself is really making peace with the energy going on and just being at peace that it could be a little bit, it could feel like it's infinite right now, where you're just feeling like there's no end, but that's letting all of that go and just allowing your body to just be more of a portal rather than a vessel holding. So that's when I go into my meditation, I just run the energy, release from the body whatever it is that I don't need. Now, for those of you that are on Circle, my Circle community, on there is a meditation called Mental Alchemy. And it helps you release and transmute and transform, alchemize these lower vibrations into the higher vibrations and rejoin your energy field. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. At the end of the month, I will be doing a live on Circle. That's where I'm doing a lot of my live teaching. And it doesn't Doesn't cost you a penny. Just got to go and sign up. The link is in the write up. Just got to go and sign up, and then like this month I'm going to be working with this on how to kind of like move energies through your body, really activating your alchemy, understanding your alchemy, and being empowered in your experience rather than sat there tweaking out, going, oh my God, how am I going to shift this? Handing yourself over to another healer, handing yourself over to another something or other. It's like, you got to take the power back. You got this. You have got this. So come and join us on Circle at the end of the month. I'll be posting the date very, very soon. But getting back to the energy update, this is what's going on. Like, we are now, I mean, I'm always have my list. So physical symptoms, feeling of being stretched. I have felt like literally I've been stretched, and it feels like I'm being stretched onto the next level, because that's what this surge of light is all about. And I can feel, it's like splitting, like Velcro, and you're pulling and it's coming apart. That's what I feel like. There's this peeling, and it's like really uncomfortable. I have been a big ball of anxiousness and uncomfortability. I just like vibrating. Just like, and my kids are like, you're right, Mum. And I'm just feeling uncomfortable all the time. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, and I even spoke to my friend the other day, and she's like, everything I look at is giving me anxiety. And I'm like, well, that's kind of like where we're at. So that takes me into the next level. Don't create in this energy. Like, honestly, like just sit, because whatever's going on is going to make your mind tweak out with all sorts of thoughts, because it's confusion energy. So now you're going to be believing things that aren't there. Your mind's going to be telling you things. You want to go and create in that energy? No, do yourself a favor. Don't make your process even harder than it is. Allow the space for you to just go through this shift and change what's going on. Right now, you just need to rest. And rest doesn't necessarily mean lying still like broccoli. It means just letting go of what you're usually doing. Like for me, like, I really want to create. I've always wanted to create. But right now I'm like, right, I need to just be still. Do you know what I mean? And just go a little bit slower. You know what I mean? Maybe start my day with a slow walk rather than a hill sprint. You know what I mean? Kind of vibe. So just move with it. This is the seven principles of the Hermetic teachings, the ancient philosophies. Knowing what to do and when to do it. Be still. Jump, duck, whatever, throat punch, whatever you got to do. Those 7 principles, the Hermetic principles, kind of give you a map and compass on how to vibe with these energies and be in the game, be of the world, but not in it, because we got to be here. We can't just book out completely, can we? Because how many times do people say to us, oh, just rest, go and lie down on your bed. But if you don't have that available to you, then what? So, just be in the world, not of it. Okay. So now, this being stretched, what's happening as a byproduct of that, especially you conscious creators out there, those that have already got kind of like bodies of work in mode, all your expressions are already out there in the world. What's happening is like deeply like, because it's like the old way's not working. I said it in my last video. Things are changing, and we are being stretched now to let go of all the old templates. That's the reason I dived onto this video. I had a dream last night. I woke up and I was like, whoa. And I dreamt that I was living in somebody else's house who was an energy worker as well. And they'd put like all sorts of like shrines and, things to kind of like feng shui and that. But I was living in their house, and it was like these old programs that I'd been given were not mine. And I'm trying to live by them and work with them and everything like that. And it felt deeply uncomfortable, but this was the dream. And I was like, I get where this person was from. And maybe that person was me, actually. Now I'm saying it out loud. I get why they put that crystal in the corner there. But this is not my house. This is not my house. And this is not my energy as to why I put these energy things here. This is somebody else's house, somebody else's idea. And it felt very alien to me. And I woke up feeling like I've got to get these programs out of my being. Like there was something in the physical template that I had to get out of myself. And I woke up like wanting to pull them out. Very bizarre, I know. But that's actually quite indicative as the old us is gone. So this backs up the pulling apart. So running old programs, trying to bring that through to where we're going into now, it's not going to work. But that's how I've always done it. Do you know what I mean? Like that's where the confusion and the trauma comes in and the resistance. So I think we just need to sit and be and just wait to be shown just a little bit longer, just allow it to unfold. Because also with that as well, like I've actually come to the point now, sorry, I'm looking at my list. I've come to the point now that now I've achieved a lot that I set out to do. I've got there and I've arrived there and I'm like, this wasn't it. I thought that when I got there and I achieved this and I was aligned with that, I was like, yep, that's my sweet spot. Everything's going to make sense. And I've done that. I mean, like, you know, I've achieved a lot that I've put my heart and soul into, and I've now arrived there, and I'm like, but there's more. And I thought that would be the thing. So now we're kind of questioning a lot and kind of going, well, what's it all about anyway? So that is backing up this place that we're being propelled into, this next dimension, massive, massive essential level propulsion. Because if we're questioning now our purpose, especially me, I've always known what my purpose is, but now I'm like, oh, it hasn't quite come into light, this next version of me, but it's right there, and it will come into alignment and it will land when I let go of this old version of me. So you see what's going on here? Like, it will reveal when you put it down. It will reveal when you're ready to place it into dormancy. So I think if we've got any job at all right now in this very, very powerful energy moment where it's all going off, if we have anything that we need to do, it's that. Okay, focus on trust, and know that everything is in divine order and everything is in flow. If you've got bodies of work out there, do you know what I mean? They'll find their way to their highest expression because they're being upgraded. You will find your highest way to, you know, your way to your highest expression. But you cannot go there if you're still linking arms with the old you, going back to my dream. So I think if anything, it's just an awareness of just going, right, okay, if what Marie's saying is resonating, yeah, maybe I need to do that as well. But that's where I'm at. So maybe you find a mirror here as well, you know? So this is the thing, like chaos, lots of chaos energy around at the moment. In chaos, there is always growth, right? In chaos, there's always growth because that's where we can birth things from. Chaos energy brings creation, right? But chaos is also connected to the god Set or Seth. So the god Set was Osiris's brother. We all know the story of Osiris. Set murdered Osiris. And Horus, the son, avenged his father's death. And yeah, anyway, it was family drama. But Set is the god of chaos, and he's also a trickster. He is the one that will show you your shadow. He will also show you the shadow that is in others. So people will come to you and you'll see what you've got to clear in them. It doesn't mean you have to take them out. You need to take out the shadow within you, right? So that's what's going on right now. Set's all over the place, and when Set's at play, makes us feel really uncomfortable because we're like, ooh, I feel like uncentered. I feel like, you know, I feel anxious. You know what I mean? And it's like, he forces us to go deeper into ourselves and find that real inner core. So that's what's going on at the moment. And also as well, Archangel Michael and his legions of light, before I open this video, made himself like very, very clear that, hey, I'm here. And when Archangel Michael comes in, for me, he's one of my closest guides, angels, and I think a lot of us work with him. He's up front and center at the moment, but Archangel Michael and his Legion of Light. Last time I was connected with him, long story, but anyway, it was lockdown. I have many portals on this property that I live in here in Cape Town, and I hadn't been out the house. But I was meditating by my big oak tree, and all of a sudden, Archangel Michael and his Legions of Light came in, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then what happened about 2 hours after that, I thanked him for turning up, didn't quite know why he was there, never connected with his Legions of Light, went round the side of the house where there's a huge portal, because this house is literally like a through road for so many energies. It's chaos in here. Chaos, there you go, most of the time, like welcome to my life. Anyway, this portal basically blew into flames on the other side of the house, just out of nowhere. And I ran around the side of the house, saw my whole house on fire. This is in lockdown. And it was one of the portals. Some very dark energy was coming in and something was being transmuted. And that's why 2 hours prior to that incident, Archangel Michael was like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm here. And I was confused by that. So when he comes through, not saying your house is going to blow up in flames. Absolutely not, because we handled it. We took care of it because light is stronger than dark, right? We cleansed the portal, we closed the portal, all is well. Marie still has her house. But when he comes in that, it means that we are going up to the next level. We are indeed about to go through something significantly big. The game's getting kind of real, but not in the way that we should fear it. The game's getting kind of real because you're getting more real. Your truth is being shown. So now we are getting closer to the full embodiment, self-realization of who you truly are. And you are an ascended master, period. And you're just waking up to that realization. This leads me beautifully into the halls of Amenti. I will be doing a video on that, which will actually help you deeper understand your ascended master codes and why the F we're here, basically. So on that note, I'm going to leave that there and probably lead into my next video. I'm going to go off and record that now. But for now, powerful energy update right now. You know, just do you. be still, let the old go, connect in, just say yes to the new. And like I say, go and join in with my circle community. I'll be doing that live. All my lives are going to be there. And yeah, I'll see you on that side. But yeah, otherwise, love and light, man. Keep going. I even have 2 cups of coffee today. That's how intense it is. Just saying.